So this morning as I was coming in, a certain lady stopped me to ask me a question. It turned out to be two actually. So the question was, does she need to check her eyes if she has no problem at all? Does she need to come in for an eye exam if she has no complaints at all? And the second question was, at what age does somebody need to start doing their eye exams? The answer to the first question is, everyone needs to do an eye exam, regardless of whether they have complaints or not. So the reason is, it's very simple. Many eye conditions, especially the ones that are seriously threatening to the person's sight, do not actually show any early symptoms. Most people with such conditions actually do not report any complaints in early stages. So these conditions are often only detected through a routine eye exam. But it has to be a comprehensive eye exam, and I'll talk more about that in a later video. But a routine eye exam is important to detect such conditions, and one of the reasons why early detection is important is that some of these conditions cannot be reversed. So what it means is whatever damage has already happened will not be undone, but the aim of treatment will be to prevent further damage. A common example is glaucoma, where the person loses fibers in their optic nerve, the small wires in the nerve that carries signals to the brain get damaged, and this person, even when they get treatment, the treatment does not reverse that damage that has already happened, but instead attempts to stop further damage from happening. So what this means is that in people with such risk factors, of such conditions, for example, the eye exams, routine eye exams are very, very important. About the second question, the question was that at what stage does a child need to have an eye exam? So the answer is, there is no timeline, or there's no age at which an eye exam becomes required. It's required as long as the person is living. So from infancy, for example, our parents try to check our eyes by themselves. Mothers probably know this. They look at the child's eyes to see how well aligned their eyes are. They also look at whether the child is as responsive as they expect them to be. Because the idea is, if a child is not seeing very well, they won't react to the environment as well as you would expect them to. For example, they won't respond to shiny toys presented before them, or they generally become less active. So that's really a very primordial form of an eye exam. So if you observe your child at home and you see that they have things that might indicate that they are not seeing very well, that's a clear flag for you to know that you need to bring that child for an eye exam. And even if you don't notice anything, if there are risk factors in the family like short-sightedness, like glaucoma, like a child was born premature, it is very important for that child to have an eye exam. So the answer is, there is no specific age at which an eye exam is necessary. Anyone who is born and living needs an eye exam. So it turned out that she has a 5-year-old son that she told me about later on in the conversation. So we agreed that she's going to bring the child for an eye exam, and we shall be waiting for her to walk in soon. So I hope you find that a little helpful. I will dive deeper into some of the topics I've hinted on in subsequent videos.